get started, and we are underway from Miami. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And some room to work. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Here's Fuller with a catch. Touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Kirk, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Tony Brown there on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
It's just me and you. It's just check 13.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Those defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. On third down, a run from Breida. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 68 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. 57.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Gaskin. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. They'll set up a screen for Breida. Touchdown, Dolphins! Matt Breida, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown and all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, where the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. But then
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Second down at 4. Now a give to Breida. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here we go on 4th down. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Push him back. Right there.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run now with Gaskin. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Check it out, Reed. Check 15. Check 10. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Now Carter. And he will take it in. Front offense touchdown. Stephen Carter. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. It's a big play there for Green Bay. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 114 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Exit, exit. Mike,
From the gun, it's Tua. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Still 15 yards to go, second down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 54. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Hey, man. Hey, man.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So after 3 drives it ended touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. They get bogged down on drive number 4.
Yeah, I don't know how excited you would be on the other side of the ball that they finally didn't score. You know, you're happy, of course, but at the same time, did you have that much to do with it, or did they just get tired?
Maybe it's just a sense of relief at this point. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. On first down, Rodgers steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And finally he's taken down at the 18. A big play there just before halftime. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw is Rodgers. Throw over the middle, caught by DeGuara. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Now a play fake. Rodgers toward the pylon, caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Odell Beckham. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. On 2nd and 7, Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Flushed out right. Looking deep for Adams.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off Byron Jones.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The final two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick pick. And there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2nd and 9.
Right there. 54. Right there.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 23.
121 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This is Gaskin on the carry. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
54.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run again with Breida. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch 18. 18's the mark.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Check. Lucky. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 mark. Check.
Anderson.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Tua on 4th down. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Here's Rodgers. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Hassan Reddick. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Watch the screen.
On second and 7, Tua. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
57 is the Mike. Watch 57. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. All day. All day.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off of play action, Tagovailoa sliding out of the pocket. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
But someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Tua now on 1st down. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Rashawn Gary racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Sanders is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it. But that one was incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And again, it's Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Rodgers again now. And it's caught. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have... And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Kirk, 79 yards. And the Packers get a score closer. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for two. Rodgers to throw. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Dolphins are going to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Second down at 5.
They run with Breida. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
Down to a knee goes Tua, and that should just about do it.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Dolphins,
they solidify their spot in the playoffs as they run their march to 12-4.